the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Tonight, we present the Foot Locker three-point contest. The pressure is high. The drama is fierce. And the pace is fast. Hold on tight, everybody.
And as with all the All-Star festivities, the three-point contest is about having fun, a good time. But still, that doesn't mean the competitive juices won't be flowing.
Now, no question, Clark, these guys are in it to win it. There's a lot of pride on the line when you're up against your peers like this, but I do feel that the guys who perform the best are the ones who relax and just enjoy the experience.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. Remember now, 60 seconds, 5 racks, 5 balls in each rack, 4 one-point balls, and then the favorite, the 2-point money ball.
Well, if my math is right, you got 5 racks, you got 6 points on each rack. That gives you an opportunity for a total to max out at 30 points.
Good.
Carry the one.
Right.
Carry the one, slide that over 0. Yep, that's right, 30. You're right.
5 points now. Now is 6. Can't get the money ball. That's 7. Money ball, no good. He's got 8. He's got 9. He's sitting at just 9 points as the round comes to an end. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
But as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. I mean, you almost have to keep time in your head, but really most of these players have practiced at home before this competition, so they have a decent idea of what's ahead.
He's got 5. Now is 6.
He's got his rhythm now. Wes Matthews locked in.
Feeling it. He's in the zone.
Misses for the 4th straight time. 1 rack left. He's missed 6 straight. He doesn't look comfortable. 12 for him. That's 13, and he's got 15 points when the round ends. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Boy, he put that 3rd rack to bed in a hurry, didn't he? Just about the fastest 6 points you'll see in the shootout.
So it'll be Kevin Durant here.
A lot of people wondered how Durant would play when he first came into the league, whether he'd be a 3 or a 4. That doesn't really matter what position he is. He can play any spot because he's got incredible touch and great range.
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
Oh, make no mistake. I mean, these guys are competitive. They got a lot of pride. They want to win. But they've got to stay cool and controlled while they're out there. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
He misses his 4th straight. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. Gets the money ball. Now 8 points. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, I thought the big thing was the start that he got off to just didn't set the table for him. He missed 5 straight early on, and that was enough.
So it'll be Chandler Parsons here.
You know, in the three-point contest, these guys are really on an island out there. I mean, you're used to sharing the court with 9 other guys. 4 of them are your teammates, and now it's just you out there. It has a little bit of a golf, tennis, or track and field feel.
Yeah, that's right. Individual sport atmosphere. And some guys love that, some don't. But, you know, if you don't love it, you probably shouldn't be here. I think everybody in the lineup tonight really will enjoy it. And then, of course, it's just a matter of who can get hot.
2 more points to stick around. Could only get 1 shot to fall off the rack.
2 more to stay in it. A little bump of a slump here.
Ooh, stumbling to the finish.
7 points was the best he could do. He was not himself at all out there that time, guys.
He did not finish on a high note, to say the least, guys. I mean, his last 9 shots were well off the mark.
So it's Marco Bellinelli ready to go.
Bellinelli out of Italy, certainly a dangerous shooter from long range. He can hit them fading away, contested. He lets it go with a lot of confidence.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. You can't over-adjust. It has to be a very minor tweak. But sometimes, a shooter just has one thought that can get him into a good group. A little bit like a golfer. You just want one swing thought, one shot thought. And if you can get to that point during this contest, you can be in good shape.
2 more points to stick around. Misses for the 4th straight time. 8 points.
1 more to stay alive.
That one ties him up for 3rd.
And that puts him in a 2nd place tie now.
He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Well, I don't know what it was that threw him off, but something was bothering him. That was for sure.
Yeah, clearly he was able to get a few shots to go down, but not nearly enough to make for a decent round.
And so we'll see James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when.
He needs just 10 points to make the next round.
I think that's definitely a score within his reach, guys. 6 more and he advances.
5 points now.
That's 3 racks in a row now that have given him fits. 5 more points and he's in.
Misses for the 4th straight time. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. Now with 6. 4 more points to stay alive. Well, guys, that's it. He's out of it. He can't make up the difference, Clark, at this time.
Nope, too far behind, but he'll finish up anyway.
Yeah, he made a good effort. Tried to get into his groove, but just couldn't get anything as far as momentum is concerned.
9 points is what he finishes with. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
I guess one way to look at it is that he was just in his discomfort zone in that round.
Clark, no need to even put it into words. We could all see how unsettled he was. It did not go well from the start.
Matthews is going to be the one to beat in the finals, it is safe to say.
With the strong group we have moving on to the finals, I'm expecting a very competitive last round.
I'm with you on that. I'd be surprised if this doesn't go all the way down to the last rack.
And so we'll see Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant's size, Steve, there was some temptation there to play him at the 4. And sometimes he does actually in a small lineup for Oklahoma City. But Clark, I think you want a shooter like him out on the wing where there's some space and he can do some things out there.
Yeah, a guy like that needs room to run wild and do his thing. And he's Gazelle-like and a lethal scorer, so you got to give him all the room and space that he requires to be effective.
His total for the round comes to 12. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I would guess he would like a mulligan. He finished the round with 5 straight misses. Not the way you want to go out.
So it's Marco Bellinelli ready to go. And Bellinelli tends to lean back and kick his leg up on threes. We've seen a lot of guys do that over the years.
Yeah, he sure does. It doesn't work as well when you're shooting off the rack, though. That'll slow down your re-trigger and your reload, man. So he's got to figure out something different there.
I always kid Reggie Miller about that. Kick a little bit, wouldn't he?
Sure
World
was.
be free, Lloyd
but
free.
But he never kicked or anything.
Well, he tried to. He'd kick it mid. He'd kick it anything. He had a chance.
The door is open. 12 points is the score to beat. Not a big number.
5 more points to tie it up. 8 points. A 3-point rack for him right there. 4 more points and it's tied. 9 points. And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Yep, out of reach.
He comes away with 11 points. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, in the bleakest part of the round, he actually missed 10 straight shots. So there's no way you're going to win the contest with that kind of a stretch.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
Wes Matthews, Kevin, out of Marquette, had a really solid career there, but was undrafted. A player who's really solidified himself as a quality NBA talent. A tough defender. He's a pretty good shooter, can handle it. I mean, there's not anything he doesn't do reasonably well.
You remember his dad, Wes Matthews, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I remember, those Wisconsin teams cost me a Big Ten championship. Cost us a Big Ten title back in 1980, and Wes Matthews was the culprit. He was the catalyst for knocking us off twice in those games.
I am sorry I brought that up.
You knew what you were doing.
I know I did
knew what
not
you were doing.
promise
You knew what you were doing.
Steve, help me out here. 13 points, the threshold for the win. 9 points is what he finishes with. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Well, when you have a stretch where you miss 8 in a row, I mean, you're leaving so many points out there, and there's almost no way to recapture your momentum at that point. You lose confidence.
And that puts an end to the Foot Locker three-point contest. It couldn't have gone any better for this year's outstanding champion, Kevin Durant.
Now, how much fun was that? That could be the highlight of this year's All-Star festivities, guys.
Well, for me, Clark, the three-point contest usually is. I was just happy to have a ringside seat for it.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.